Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to do the acceleration video while my husband makes food. So the page that I'm looking at is on page 346. Okay, so look on page 346. Stop the video if you have to. Page 346. On the left-hand side, it says math practice. We're at number 1. It says a car traveling at 10 meters per second starts to decelerate steadily. It comes to a complete stop in 20 seconds. What is its acceleration? Okay, because we have so many numbers, we're going to go back to the way I used to do it. So acceleration, final velocity, initial velocity, time. Okay, so final velocity is how it ends up. Initial velocity is how it starts. So your acceleration is always going to be in what unit? Meters per second squared. So if it doesn't say acceleration, look at the units. Velocities are all going to be in meters per second, okay? And then time is normally going to be in seconds, okay? Okay? So this is what the units should look like. So if they're not explaining it very well, that's what it should, you can sometimes look at that, okay? Let's go through this. Number 1, it says, again, a car traveling at 10 meters per second starts to decelerate, okay? It's traveling at 10 meters per second and it starts to decelerate. Decelerate means slow down. Okay, it comes to a complete stop in 20 seconds. What's its acceleration? Okay, first of all, acceleration we don't know. Final velocity is he's going to come to a stop. So final velocity is going to be 0 meters per second. Initial velocity is what it was starting at 10 meters per second. Okay, and then the time is going to be 20 seconds. Okay, you have to make sure that all your units match. You've got meters per second, and you've got seconds. So the meters match and all of the seconds match. Okay, so then you're going to put it in your formula. You're looking for A. Your final velocity is meters per second minus 10 meters per second. Final minus initial over 20 seconds. Okay, I take care of the numerator first by cleaning it up. So 0 minus 10 would be negative 10 meters per second. And that should be negative because he's slowing down. And then it should be over 20 seconds. Okay, so if I plug that in, let's see, I'm going to do that just in case. Negative 10 divided by 20 should be 0.5, and it should be negative 0.5 meters per second, per second. Okay, so you can write it down like that, or you can write it down like this. This is normally the correct way. Okay, so far so good. All right, number 2 says an airplane travels down a runway for 4 seconds with an acceleration of 9 meters per second. What is its change in velocity during this time? Okay, so what is its change in velocity? It says the airplane travels down a runway for 4 seconds with an acceleration of 9 meters per second squared. Okay, so again, A, B, F, B, I, T. Okay, my acceleration, I actually am given that. It's 9 meters per second squared. My final velocity, it says an airplane travels down a runway for 4 seconds with an acceleration of, I'm looking for this. I'm actually looking for my change in velocity, and my time is 4 seconds. So I set this up as 9 meters per second. I'm just going to put V here because I'm looking for VF minus VI, and then it's 4 seconds. Okay, so how do I find my numerator? Remember, you got to take care of your denominator first. 4 seconds times 4 seconds, those cancel. 4 times 9 is 36. 36, and look, this second cancels, so I'm left with meters per second, so it's meters per second. So the change in velocity is 36 meters per second. All right, I think I have time for one more. I can't make the videos too long. All right. So this one, a child drops a ball from a bridge. The ball strikes the water under the bridge 2 seconds later. What is the velocity of the ball when it strikes the water? Okay, so acceleration, final velocity, initial velocity, time. Okay, do I know my acceleration? No. Sorry. Do I have my initial velocity? My initial velocity is 0. It drops a ball from the bridge. When it drops it, it's 0. So my initial velocity is, okay? And then my time is 2 seconds, okay? And I'm really wanting to know what my final velocity is. What is the velocity of the ball when it strikes the water? Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. But I gotta know what acceleration is. What's acceleration? Well, he drops a ball from the bridge, so the ball is in free fall, which is gravity. So the acceleration is 9.8 meters per second squared. So if you're missing a number, it's probably going to be gravity, okay? That's why knowing gravity is so important on this. So 9.8 meters per second, VF minus 0, and then 2 seconds, okay? So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to cross out my 0. Oops, there you go. So it'd be 9.8 meters per second squared equals VF over 2 seconds. Again, multiply your denominator on both sides because you got to get rid of your denominator before your numerator. Take care of those, and then it'd be 2 times 9.8. So 2 times 9.8 is what, 19.6 meters per second squared? Check me on that one. Okay? So that's your answer. Okay? I'm going to let y'all do number 4 by yourself because this video is getting long. I think you got this, and I'm going to give you a worksheet after this. And I think you can do this. All right? Well, I know you can do that. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.